Hi, Taieba. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Kevin. How are you? Thanks for having me and nice to have you here.
Yes, of course. Thank you for being here. Where are you located right now, Taieba?
I'm living in Witten in Germany right now.
I haven't been to Witten yet. Might be nice someday.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a small city. It's really green and quiet. It's beautiful.
Cool. Well, Taieba, wanted to get your perspective on your experience so far with Immigrant Spirit. I appreciate it. Wanted to start out by where did you find Immigrant Spirit? And maybe you could go back a little bit to when this all began.
Yeah, sure. Back then, I was studying at university and I was just studying and doing some research, and I found the advertisement of Immigrant Spirit, and I found it interesting because it was all about immigrants and how to get into German job market. So I started to follow success stories. So I found them nice and I started to follow and subscribe. That's how I started.
Great. And I believe you were in the newsletter for 6 years or so. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. Then I was a student. I think it's 2018.
Yeah, 6 years. Wow. What persistence. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
exactly.
And how did the program make you feel? And how did it make you change the way you thought about getting a job as you worked through it and you followed over this time?
I felt really good. In the beginning, I received a huge support from you with my job search. I learned a lot from you. I learned different types of tricks and tips how to approach German job market. I got guidelines from you, so it was really helpful for me.
We started our job search work back in April, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And did you notice why it mattered when we reached out to decision makers and started making connections, and why that was working and getting you more interviews rather than when you were cold applying?
Yeah, because the cold applications were not so effective. So I started to learn the effective way of applying. So I started to reach out to the hiring managers and I received responses. I felt good and my confidence level just grew up at the moment. So yeah, it was really a nice way of applying for the job.
That's really great to hear. And did you look at the Expats Job Miracle before? A few years back in the newsletter, did you reach out before to try and join the program?
Yeah, sure. I just checked some of the videos, checked out those success stories. So those stories motivated me. But then I was student, I was just checking and I was just following. Yeah, that's how it went.
And then it became a little bit crunch time earlier this year. And then you had decided to come back and make the choice to work with Immigrant Spirit. It was more of a timing thing, and where it got to the end of the road and you had to make a different decision.
I went through really difficult time regarding my residency permit, also with my job search. So I then remembered about the stories and I got back to you. It was really great idea.
Taieba, what were the lasting impressions from Immigrant Spirit? Another way of thinking about it, what were the most valuable lessons that you learned? And what would you say to someone thinking about joining Immigrant Spirit and finding their next job in Germany?
As I said, I really got benefited from the program because I got support, guidelines. Also, I got English speaking interviews from your connections. I would definitely recommend program because if someone comes from a foreign background like me, they're definitely going to face challenges regarding their job search or for other issues. So in that case, the program is going to be helpful. It was hard for me to handle the situation alone. Then I got your support. So it was extremely helpful that I received guidelines and distance from you because I didn't know who to reach out for those guidelines and advice. So it was really nice that I can trust you and I always reached out to you and got your support continuously. So, and finally I got this job. My confidence level grew up and yeah, it was really nice.
Amazing. Yeah, and to see each step along the way, moving forward, making more progress from where we were in April when you had first reached out to today, it's incredible. It's a testament to you sticking with it and being flexible. Happy that we were able to make this, and it was great to work with you, Taieba. Thank you again. Hopefully someone found this useful and hearing for their story and thinking about what's next for them. So a great story that you have over the years, Taieba. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. It's my pleasure.